Alright, so here's the thing, right? I know this is gonna sound like the most generic, YouTuber apology intro ever. The catch is here, this is not an apology video, so it should be fine. I really wish I didn't have to make this video. No, seriously. I really wish I didn't have to, but unfortunately, Aiden's left me no choice. Because Aiden doesn't understand when to stop. And I'm gonna have to come in here and overall give my entire side of things and just talk about the stuff that's been going on for around the last 9 months. That just seems to not stop, and it seems to keep going no matter how hard I just try to stop it. Nothing works. So, well, here we are. So this drama has been going on for a while. I've tried to keep it off my channel, not to hide things from my viewers or, ooh, yeah, suspicious. No. I've tried to keep things off my channel because here's the thing. One of my goals in YouTube is to try and make somebody's day. Try to make them feel happy watching one of my videos. It's kind of hard to do that if there's just some drama that goes on and I'm releasing a bunch of videos about it, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to keep that. And so, I didn't want to release anything. But now that it's come down to this, and I'm just getting so fed up with everything happening, I've officially decided that this is what I'm going to do. So, I'm just going to get straight into it. So, there are a decent amount of people involved, but I'm only going to name a select few. Just so, I can, I'm going to name a select few, just so you guys understand who they are when I mention them later in the video. There's, of course, me, Invader Tedious. There is then Scyye Gaming, which, for simplicity's sake of me making this video, I'm going to call him Sal. And then, for Jose, aka Kian Lux, he's also involved a little bit in this too. Then there's also, in my opinion, the worst person involved in this drama, my cousin Aiden. So, I'm just gonna get straight into this. We're gonna start with the Uncovered Crates conversation. Now, you might be wondering, what is the Uncovered Crates conversation? What am I talking about here? It's very simple. Me and Aiden, we rarely ever see each other. At the time this happened a long time ago. And when we saw each other, we had another conversation in his room, whatever. We were just chilling. I forgot exactly what we were doing, but that does not matter at all. What we were doing does not matter. What does matter, though, is the conversation we had. Because we were talking about game development stuff, and I brought up the fact that, hey, I have this game, The Uncovered Crates, that I've been working on for a while, that I decided to cancel due to reasons I'm not getting into in this video, because that's going to make it way too long and annoying. And he says, oh, really? That's crazy. And he gets curious and asks a bunch of questions about the game. Now, you see, this entire drama could have been avoided if I just did not answer the questions, or I just ignored him, or didn't even bring up my game. But, well, here we are. I answered a bunch of the questions, and he thought, wow, that's a really good idea. You sure you want to keep that canceled? And I'm like, I don't know. I've been thinking of bringing it back at some point, but definitely not any time close to soon. And then he got the idea of, hey, what if we work on it together? What if we both, what if Aiden gets his own company? Kind of like how I have Sport Candle, which, by the way, is kind of my quote-unquote indie game studio, whatever. What if Aiden makes a company to collab with mine to make this game? And, unfortunately, here's the problem. I was not agreeing with any of this at the time. Not at all. I kept saying to Aiden, yo, listen, I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't think this is going to end well. I feel like we're going to get nowhere. It's going to be a waste of time. But he insisted. And then he decided to pull what I like to call a Scott Cawthon, because it's exactly how he explained it to me. I don't know if this is true or not. We're going based off of Aiden's word here, because he told me this that day when we were talking about it. He was like, oh yeah, Scott Cawthon announced to his whole family during a party that he was going to become a game developer before he started making games. So we should do the same thing. I'm like, no, that's kind of dumb. And, well, he kind of just dragged me downstairs. We announced it, and I bet all my, family could tell that I was just, insanely uncomfortable during the whole thing. I kept trying to go back upstairs. I just did not like this at all. And, well, that's basically it for that. That is the Uncover Crates conversation. It's very simple. We just talked about the game a bit, and then a bunch of stuff started. So now, I want to get into something else that was starting on the side before I continue with all the game development stuff. The Adventures of Aiden and Justin. This is a channel that me and Aiden own together that originally was called Aiden TEM, but what ended up happening to it was just an archive channel for old videos that we made together on one of my old main channels. And what ended up happening was we decided over call, because ever since the game development stuff that I mentioned previously, we added each other on Discord, and we started talking outside of these rare occurrences we'd see each other for the very first time, I'm pretty sure. And so, well, we discussed about Aiden TEM, and we thought, hey, it'd be cool if we, try to expand upon it a little more. It'd be a little fun to add some, goofy lore or something, right? Just some, stupid lore. Nothing serious. Just, basically ironic. And, unfortunately, it started off as a joke, and then he started taking it seriously. He started making us plan all this lore stuff to the point where he was just like, oh, dang. Well, okay. Here's what we should do. Since we're doing all this lore stuff, we need to make sure we release episodes quickly, because we can't get them out as much as we can't push them out as slow as we did if we have all this lore, right? So he comes up with the idea of us doing it in Minecraft. It was more of both of us, because he originally said, let's do it in Fortnite, and I, of course, said no. I was like, absolutely not. We are not making the Adventures of Aiden and Justin, which is also what we, of course, decided the new name for the channel to be. Of course, we're not making that on freaking Fortnite. And so we ended up agreeing on Minecraft, because it'd be very easy to build all the sets in heavy quotes, as he likes to call them. And, well, we're kind of going to cut this off here, because I'm going to bring more up about the Adventures of Aiden and Justin later. For now, that's not the most important thing on the table. Next is Night Boost Games. So this was the name of Aiden's company that I actually helped him come up with, by the way. And this was the company that me and him were both, collabing with, whatever. You get my point. My company and his company were collabing to make a recreation of my game that got canceled. Now, you see, through Night Boost is where I actually met a lot of people. And since I'm not going to mention anybody outside of this that doesn't need to be involved in it at all, the only two people I'll mention that I met from this is Sal and Jose. However, I have met pretty much almost I'd say almost all of my current online friends thanks to Night Boost. So hey, that's one good thing about it, I suppose. But this was a company that existed where things started off alright. We were all working together. Sal ended up joining because Aiden recruited him. And then Jose joined shortly after, and things were going pretty cool. Things were going fine. Things were going alright. But then, Aiden started getting all bossy. Dude really thought he was that guy, and started acting like he was the big, tough boss that, needs everybody to listen to him, right? And so, well, here's what happens. After a bunch of all this stuff goes around where Aiden just starts, like, mistreating the other members of the server and just overall treating everybody like garbage, what ends up getting decided, now, yes, now that I think about it, this is what happens first. I was about to say something completely out of order. It would have been insanely confusing. Sorry about that. I was about to say something out of order. Before what I was about to say, me and Aiden ended up getting in a call one day. And we ended up agreeing on the fact that, hey, listen, Aiden, I want to make my game again. I want to make the uncovered crates again, right? Now here's the thing. For quick context, the game was renamed to the Uncovered Mansion for this project. That was the rename of the game, the Uncovered Mansion. And what ended up happening was, I just mentioned to him, hey, listen, the overall idea of the game is a bit different, so, like, I don't mind if you use that, but, like, please, Aiden, please, I beg of you, can we agree to remove all, like, references to my characters, basically, remove everything that has to do with the uncovered crates, please. And now, here's the thing. If he didn't agree to this, it would make more sense what he did later. But, no. He agreed. He said yes. He understood. He said, yeah, I get it, dude. Like, you want to make the game again. And, I'm all for that. And so, we quickly decided on a rename for this project, because of course we were going to continue it. And it was renamed from the Uncovered Mansion to the Shady Mansion. Now, as all of the stuff was being made with the Shady Mansion, there was one thing that I picked up on really fast, and this was like a couple months afterwards. Aiden made some, like, new characters, right? I was like, oh, cool. Let's see them. The new characters were basically just my characters, but slightly different. Basically, it's the level of taking Mario, changing his hat to, I don't know, green, or even better, a light blue, and saying, guys, look, it's Joshua. Like, huh? No, that's Mario, but colored blue. Like, what are you talking about? That was, like, the level of this. Like, oh, he added some extra spikes here, or he changed the color, or maybe the eyes were different, maybe he had more eyes or less eyes. It was overall still the same. It was still the same character. Whatever it was. The multiple different new characters he made were pretty much mine, except a select few of them. But just completely, like, basically just changed a little bit to make it look more original. And I was just like, yo, what's up with that, bro? And he just said, oh no, they're fine. And I was like, okay. Now at the time, I'm pretty sure it was late and I wanted to go to bed. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna start anything. I'm not getting involved in this right now. I'll mention it tomorrow. And then multiple weeks pass by after this happens, right? And Aiden he just gets worse with treating people like trash. Because now what happens is, I start talking to Sal and Jose more than him, right? And I think you could see for obvious reasons. I don't really have to explain myself there. And he starts getting so mad about it that he starts making racist remarks in the server. He starts straight up calling my friends the N-word, and overall just being so bad. Like, I can't even describe how just annoying it was to see this dude going this far over some petty thing like, oh, well, they're talking to my cousin, more than my cousin's talking to me, oh my god. And he makes this giant deal out of it. A while passes after this incident, and I don't even think I have screenshot evidence of this, unfortunately. I'm gonna ask Sal for a lot of the screenshot evidence after this video is recorded. And hopefully he could find it, because I couldn't. Aiden actually uploaded a video to his channel temporarily for, I'd say, maybe a good 20 minutes before he deleted it. that showed Jose's address, which we're not going to get into how he knows that. It shows Jose's address and says, guys, please go burn his house down. And we're just like, what? Huh? And so, after that, a little bit more time passes, and we get to basically the end of Night Boost. In a way. Not really, but we'll get into that later. We get to, in a sense, the end of Night Boost. Because, here's the catch. Sal made the Discord server for Aiden. Sal has had owner the entire time. And, well, we all decide to literally kick Aiden out of his own server. That is literally what we end up deciding on. We kick out the director of the game, we completely kick him out. He's gone from the server. We all block him. After, we confronted him in call before we did this, by the way. Where one thing that I made note of was just like, yo, what's up with this, my guy? You know? We're just like, yo, what's up with this? Y'all are really doing all this. Aiden, you're doing all of this to us. And then, you also decide it'd be a good idea to just use my characters, and then slightly change them. I wish we had a recording of that call, but for obvious reasons we don't. But he literally ended up saying, no, I'll show you the concept art. It's not the same character. It was literally the same characters, bro. Literally almost identical. Absolute cap. And so, after that, we kicked him, he was gone. Me and Aiden were not on good terms for a decent amount of time, until we went to another kind of family gathering. Mind you, these family gatherings are really the only times I see Aiden, so whenever I say family gatherings, at least you know what I mean, because usually Aiden's there, which is why I'm probably going to mention them a decent amount. And so, we have another family gathering type thing. We all are there at my aunt's house, and what ends up happening is, Aiden ends up convincing me to just straight up, kick Sal out of the server and give it back to him. He starts, pushing this so hard, right? Yo, bro, we need to fix this. We need to make things right or whatever, right? And I'll get into something, here's the worst part, first of all. I ended up agreeing to all of this, somehow. And the reason I say somehow is because I'm not revealing the exact reason right now. If I remember, I'll reveal that reason in one of the next parts. But basically, I end up agreeing with him. And I managed to convince Sal to give Aiden's account that we thought Aiden lost access to, his Discord account, owner. Because I was asking Sal to give Aiden owner. And, well, actually, no. At first, I was asking Sal if he could give me owner, because I thought Aiden didn't have access to his account anymore. And Sal just kept refusing, because he thought, this is one of those things where we were chill up until this point. I just suddenly started arguing with Sal in DMs. Well, not DMs, but, in the server chat, and I'll probably be showing those on screen right now. And things just started going crazy. Well, Aiden was just kind of screwing around. But this is where things get really frustrating for me. Aiden starts telling me what to say to him. You start noticing that as this goes on, it starts ending up less and less like how I would actually type something, and how I would have an argument with someone through text. It just slowly ends up morphing into more and more of Aiden's words until he's straight up telling me exactly what to type. Then he also tells me to come up with a good point for my actions, and I just say something stupid as a way to make it look like I'm joking. Because I don't know what the frick to say. Because dude's just making me type what he wants, and it's getting so frustrating. And well, after all that, we kick Sal out. And here's the catch, right? Now I want to get into this real quick. So, when we kicked, before, I would say right in between all of this, right? The thing I forgot to mention was, Aiden had a YouTube channel, and he still does, but his YouTube channel that he made was called Sunrise Games, where he was trying to make, sorry, some stupid game through Struct. And basically, it's about to explain something in a minute, which is why I wanted to quickly bring that up. So, Sunrise Games is just a small channel he made where he just, like, showed off some game stuff, whatever. And that's really it. That's all Sunrise Games is. Back to the entire, back to the whole betrayal against Sal. And so, what ends up happening is, we kick Sal out. Because Sal gives Aiden's account that, thinking that, oh, well, he's probably not gonna get access to it again, El Bozo. Surprise, surprise, right there and then, we figure out Aiden's login information. Aiden has it. And after that, we kick him from the server. We kick Sal from the server. Aiden has control over it. Now, since Aiden had Sunrise Games that he thought was popular or whatever, or thought was actually going somewhere, he decided to fuse the two names of Night Boost and Sunrise. So it became Sun Boost Games, right? Now, Sun Boost Games set out to do exactly what Night Boost did. Continue the Shady Mansion. This is exactly what Sun Boost was all about. We just worked on the Shady Mansion constantly, with concepts and this and that. Now, there is a very specific part of this drama that I don't want to get into for a little bit. But I might not even mention it at all because it's something involving somebody that I don't want to be directly involved in this. He's one of my good friends. Yes, he was involved, but I don't want him to be involved in the internet section of things, so I'm not going to bring up any of this at all. I'm not going to bring up anything to do with him. So there is a piece missing here, I'm going to admit, but it's just more for his own privacy that I don't feel like getting him dragged into this. So we keep working on Sun Boost, and we keep working, the Shady Mansion. Unfortunately, this has gotten to a point where I just kind of let him use my characters. I just kind of lose care at this point, because he's just getting away with whatever he wants. And that's where I get into the fall of the adventures of Aiden and Justin. Now, here's what ended up happening. The Adventures of Aiden and Justin, this is like pretty much around, this is literally after the last video we made together, besides a certain video I'll get into later. And he just keeps making me record this stuff every day. He keeps trying to get me to record this stupid series, this stupid Minecraft series, every day, and it starts getting so draining to where I just, started, for, this video specifically that we were about to record, I would keep stalling by acting like his internet was dying, and I was just, I was basically just leaving the game to make it look like his internet connection was lost, because it says something along those lines when the host disconnects. And so I ended up doing that for a while, for a good, I think, week to stall on recording this video, because I was getting so tired of it. I was burnt out, bro. I just couldn't do it anymore. And, well, let's just say that Aiden, straight up, he managed to almost convince me to continue making it. Because at this point, I've already talked to Sal about not wanting to ever record a video on this again, right? About ever wanting to make an Adventures of Aiden and Justin video again, because I just don't enjoy it. It's cringe, it's stupid, I hate it. And so, basically, right after that, not even an hour later, I'm pretty sure I get into a call with Aiden. And, well, what can I say? I tell him that, and then he starts going on this entire thing about how we promised we'd finish up Season 1, Arc 1, whatever we called it, and all this other stuff, trying to convince me so desperately that he was in the right and I was in the wrong. And it worked. And I'll get into the crazy stuff about that in a minute. But he straight up convinced me almost completely that I was in the wrong here. I promised him we would finish this. We have to finish this. We need to. And so then we start talking about how to make the series better so it fits both of what we want from it, and all this other stuff that I would never agree to under any other circumstance. Under really any circumstance in reality. And then it hits me. No, I don't want this. I don't want to keep recording these stupid videos every day, just draining all the energy out of me, because I have to talk to this kid that just drives me crazy every single day. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It's becoming too much for me. I can't. And so, well, what could I say? I tell him I can't do this anymore, and I leave the call. Now, here's where things get... This is the main reason why I never wanted to bring up this drama on this channel. This one thing right here, because not only do I hate to admit to it, it's just a bummer, if you know what I mean. Like, mood-wise. It's just like, if you're in any good mood watching this video, it's probably about to be killed. But basically, I figure out that for the longest time, Aiden has been manipulating me. Now, here's the reason why I know 100% he was. He tries to act dumb on the outside, but he's not that stupid. Yeah, he's stupid with some things, but he's not stupid. He's smart. He knows how to get his way with whoever he wants. That's been proven over the years, and I've just never caught on to it. He gets whatever he wants. He can do whatever, because he literally, as a joke one day, called himself the master of manipulation as a joke. Unfortunately, that's not a joke. He really is. And when I figured this all out, unfortunately, it's mentioned in a lot of videos that Sal made about the situation, but I pretty much went to him in a Discord call, practically on the brink of tears. Because I just could not believe that this dude has been doing this to me. It's been practical torture to talk to him every day, and yet I still kept going back, no matter what. I could have just blocked him and ended it. And you might be thinking, well, Justin, why didn't you do that? He convinced me. He straight up convinced me that if I were to stop talking to him, he said this to me one day, if I were to stop talking to him and ever block him or do whatever, that he's going to get me in trouble with my parents. Now, here's the thing. My parents don't care. And yet, I still thought to myself, that dude was really going to get me into some big trouble with my parents if I stopped talking to him. And it's because he did all of this 100% because he must have known that I was in a terrible mental state at the time. School was getting stressful. Everything was getting stressful. Like, overall, I was in a terrible mental state. And I hate to admit that, but I was. And he used that to his advantage to make me do all of these things. Record these videos with him, work on his game with him. And you might be wondering, well, what's the main motive for all of this, right? Why would he go out of his way to do all of this? And well, I have one simple answer. He wants to be popular. He wants fame. He's directly said that before, that one of his goals of his channel was to get, like, very popular. And he was saying it in a sinister way, too. Not like your usual kid just wants to get popular on the internet. He was saying that he'd be willing to do anything to get there. And now looking back at all this drama, he really is willing to do anything, isn't he? He really is. And for one thing that I said I'd mention later about agreeing with him to betray Sal and take the server from him, going back to the entire situation with that, what actually ended up happening, and I realized this after, after I calmed down a bit after this entire situation, the manipulation started all the way back then with getting me to just kick Sal out and give him the Discord back. He started getting to my head all the way back then. That's why I agreed with him. That's why I gave him the server back and got it back for him, and was willing to lose one of my, at the time, good friends because over this stupid server, over this garbage that I knew was never going to go anywhere. And yet I was willing to lose a friend over it. A friend I actually cared about. Just for this. If that doesn't say something, I don't know what does. It made me feel terrible, and that's why I was on the brink of tears as well when I was talking to Sal about it. It was just, overall, it was just insane. That's the best way I could describe it. And now, we're going to move on to the next part. The fall of Sunboost Games. Now you see, Sunboost Games ended up crashing and burning very hard. Because what happened after all this was realized was that I ended up blocking Aiden. I ended up blocking him on everything that I could. And I just I basically, how do I put this? I blocked him, but then I unblocked him a little bit later because I said, hold on a minute. Because me, at the time, this was like a day or two later, me and Sal and Jose were planning on making an expose on him, aka Sunboost Games. And so, we made it. And the last messages I ever sent to Aiden's Discord account was me spamming him with the Sunboost expose video and blocking him. Now, after all this happened, right, Aiden started responding. And of course, by this time, we already kicked him out of the server. He was gone. That's it. After he saw the video, and we knew he saw it, we kicked him out of Sunboost. Because, remember, here's the catch. Aiden might have had ownership, but when I was going to go kick him, I actually remembered, hold on, wait a minute. I have this dude's login info. So I decided to give ownership to me and kick him off of the server. And that was the end of that. But back to the whole drama now. Because here's the thing. This is where the drama truly starts. Now, Aiden decided it'd be a good idea to start responding, trying to clear his name, from me, Sal, and Jose's response video. Well, not response, but our expose video on him. He ended up responding to it. And then Sal responded back, with me in a couple of the videos as well. And this just kept going back and forth of just Aiden making another response, me and Sal making another response, over and over again. This all happened on Sal's channel and Aiden's channel. And eventually, he pulled, and what I mean by he is Aiden pulled a low blow during this entire drama. In reality, when you think about it, by definition, this is a stupid, petty internet drama, in reality. Just us going back and forth about who's right and who's wrong. It was just getting stupid. But during this petty drama, Aiden pulls the lowest of the lowest. He starts bringing my family into this drama. He starts mentioning stuff that apparently happened years ago. That, mind you, I can guarantee you did not happen. That he just started going off on, saying how, oh, I did this when I was younger. I'm a terrible person. And saying stuff that was just absolutely disgusting. And I was just like, excuse you? You're bringing my family into this petty internet drama that they have no business in. And you're starting to get so desperate to prove yourself right that you're pulling the classic drama move of going back years ago to try and find something that said person did to get them into trouble now. That didn't work. Because I said, and if you guys, I'm going to link in the description of this video, by the way, all of the drama videos that have ever been made. Aiden deleted most of his, right? But I am going to link you to all the ones that are currently up from Aiden's side and Sal's side. Just so you have the full context if you want to go out of your way and watch it. I'll probably make a playlist. But what ended up happening was, after this, you guys might not like me for this move that I pulled, but I pulled it. I pulled a snitch move. I ended up calling my aunt, telling her that Aiden just talked about one of my little cousins on this video, said that I did something to her, and it was just, I just couldn't, man. I was upset. And so I was done. I was like, this drama has gone way too far now. You're getting so desperate. And so, like I said, my aunt found out about it. She watched the video, which then had Aiden's parents watch the video, which then got Aiden grounded. And he was forced to delete all of the drama videos that he's made about the situation by his parents. And after that, he made one final video, I'm assuming after he got in trouble, and he uploaded it. But not even 24 hours later, that final video was gone. And, well, here's the other thing. Aiden's parents tried to get me in trouble with my parents over this, acting like I was the main, basically the main villain of the situation. Like, I was the problem. Like, this was my fault and everything. And I will admit, certain aspects of the drama are 100% my fault. Some of them are my fault, some of them are Sal's fault, and most of them are Aiden's fault. But either way, this entire drama was caused by him being stupid. And just overall, it just got crazy. And I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And so you might think that's the end of this drama, right? But just like I put here in this little video planner that I'm reading off of in multiple parts, as we see here, yes, it says the end of the drama, but the end is in quotes. Now you see, there's a good reason why the end is in quotes. And we're going to get to that right now. Now this section is the man behind the drama. Now, this is a video that was recorded on Christmas Eve by me and Aiden. The Christmas Eve, of course, after all of this happened. As a matter of fact, I'd say 4 or 5 months after all of this garbage went down, Christmas Eve came along, and since it's a family gathering type thing we do every year, we ended up kind of being forced to see each other. And here was my plan going into it. My plan going into it was to make up with him. I was like, listen, bro, no fighting, no speaking of the drama, let's just all chill. And basically the plan was to have our, in a way, basically friendship, and overall just everything to do with both of us go back to the way it was before all of the uncovered crate stuff and all the Discord stuff. It was to go back to the way it was before, which was just me and him would see each other very rarely, we'd record a couple of stupid videos, and we'd be on our way. That's the way I wanted things to go back, because of course there's no avoiding seeing him. So I thought it would just be best if we could just finish this up, we could just make up here, and we could just leave it, right? Unfortunately, not even after 10 minutes of making this agreement with him when I see him, he immediately starts talking about the drama and not letting it go. Now here's the thing, right? He doesn't stop. He keeps going on and on about Sal and this and that and, you know, Sunboost and this and that, right? Now, here's the thing. What ended up happening after everything was, well, how else do I really put it? Aiden ended up making me record a video with him where it was just some stupid cover of, like, how do I put it? It's a stupid cover of, dang it, I can't remember the stupid song. Oh man, I'm tired. It's the cover of, yeah, It's Been So Long. It was a cover of It's Been So Long. And it was basically talking about the drama and all this and how he wants everything back and, you know, whatever, right? And I was like, okay, whatever. Fine. This is dumb, but okay. He then, after that, convinces me to do a section with him where we are straight up just dissing Sal. And he goes through my DMs, and we find a fight that me and him had a long time ago at the time of making this. And we use that as quote-unquote evidence that he's a bad person. Even though, funny enough, at the very end, the last thing you see in the entire video is literally just the apology in that argument. That was a justified apology. So it's not like he was just apologizing because he got caught or whatever. It was an actual, like, apology. Genuinely like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. And it was just so dumb. And mind you, this entire time, I wasn't falling for any manipulation either. I had my guard higher than you could ever imagine. Because I had a sinking feeling that he was going to do this when we got here. And what could I say? I was right. And so, after all that happens, and we get the stupid video out, while I was also telling him that I didn't want to make an expose on Sal. Because he wanted to make this video, the man behind the drama, he wanted to make it as a way to just, like, end off the drama in heavy quotes, right? I say that in heavy quotes because, in reality, when you look at the situation with even one brain cell, you start to realize, wait, the drama ended like 4 months ago at the time. Why does he want to, quote-unquote, end it now by making some trashy response? What? And so, after all that, Aiden and me, quote-unquote, agree on, me never talking to Sal again. Which then, I have this entire fake argument with him that Aiden was basically just telling me what to text him. And I gave him a hint in the middle of the text that it was Aiden doing it. So then, just so Sal knew that this wasn't, like, me actually trying to stop being friends with him. And then I blocked him for the rest of the, you know, Christmas Eve party. I blocked him for the rest of it. But guess what? The second that I got in the car to leave, I immediately unblocked Sal and started talking with him. So Aiden, if you're watching this, which I know you are, yeah, we didn't stop talking for even, like, 24 hours after that all happened. So, yeah, you failed. But after all of this, we thought it was really over. Because it was like, okay, whatever. Now me and Sal are just, like, kind of pretending not to talk online, even though we are, like, every day. And we're just not, like, you know, we're just not saying anything. We're just, like, waiting for this to all blow over, which we thought by now it would have blown over. However, now we get into the last section of the video. And the whole reason I'm making this video. The return of the drama. Now you see, this drama, all of this, excluding the man behind the drama video that Aiden made, happened 9 months ago. The final video Aiden made on the situation happened 9 months ago. Of course, like I said, excluding the man behind the drama. And so, what do you think happens? 9 months have passed, and me and Sal start a Minecraft Legends Let's Play together on Sal's channel. Why? Because why not? Screw it. And so, we'd start this Let's Play, and Aiden finds out from one of his friends that I was making a video with Sal. Oh my god, how dare me. But, after he figures this out, he proceeds to make now another drama video. 9 months after it's all been over, you make another one. And, of course, I'm not going over the actual contents of these videos too much in depth, but I will say this. In this video that he makes, he's just constantly telling me and Sal to stop this. This drama is getting so pathetic. We talk about him all the time on our channels, and the drama is becoming too much for him. Oh my god, we need to stop this. And you wanna know what's funny about that? Like I said, this drama, besides the man behind the drama video Aiden made me record, besides that video, I kid you not, 9 months. For 9 months, me and Sal have never spoke about him, except for Sal's outro to his videos, which I personally don't even count, for reasons that I'm sure he'll explain in his own video. But overall, it's been 9 months that this drama's been over in reality. And Aiden acts like we're the ones that need to let go, and we just need to stop caring and just move on and stop it. Aiden, it's been 9 months since the last video on this drama was made, besides the man behind the drama. So, what do you mean we need to move on? You need to move on. And once again, he made that video to try and quote-unquote end the drama. But once again, you look at all the logic. He's not trying to end it. He's trying to start it again. That's all he wants to do. He wants to start the drama again. And so, what did I decide with making this video? Now you see, I have an ulterior motive with this video that I'm going to admit right here, right now. My ulterior motive is, I want to officially exclude myself out of the situation. Or exclude myself from the situation. You get the point. I want to leave the situation. I want to be excluded. I want to be gone from this situation. I don't want to be involved anymore. Because now, especially with my Regents test coming up in school, yippee, I have enough to stress about, and I don't feel like dealing with this whole petty drama garbage again. So here's the thing. Sal's probably going to want to keep going back and forth with him. That's fine. You do you. I really don't mind. Honestly. The one thing I'm requesting from you specifically, Aiden, because I already talked to Sal about this. Aiden, leave me out of this. If you're gonna keep this petty drama stuff going, then leave me out of it. I don't want anything to do with this drama anymore. I want nothing to do with this drama anymore. I have one thing only to say. Leave me alone, Aiden. Leave me alone. I want to continue doing my own things. I know you want to continue doing your own things too. But that's unfortunately not going to happen if you just don't quit. Seriously, please. I'm going to be saying exactly what you were saying to me and Sal in that stupid response video you made 9 months later. It has been 9 months, Aiden. It has been almost a year. Please, stop. Just stop this, Aiden. That's all I want from you. Just stop. This is getting so petty to the point where now I have to make a video on my channel, which I wanted to avoid at all costs. And now here we are. So congratulations, Aiden/Sunboost Entertainment. Congratulations. You've started the drama after a year of it being over. Are you happy with yourself? And so, well, that's the whole reason I'm making this video. because he won't let it go at all. He's not letting this drama go until he can get all of the things he wants from it, which is in reality just me and Sal's reputation killed, which he's not getting, of course. And so, that's really it. That's all I have to say. Aiden, like, please, I'm gonna say it again, just leave me alone. This video will be my final ever response to this drama. I am never going to talk about this again unless in some way, shape, or form it becomes something serious. But if it doesn't get to that point, which it probably won't, then I am never speaking of this drama again. Not publicly, at least. Because publicly, I'm never talking about this again. I'm not going to be in another one of Sal's response videos from now on. I'm not making any more videos on this drama anymore, Aiden. You and Sal can keep going back and forth. Do whatever you want. But for me, I don't care. I'm done, Aiden. I'm done. Please leave me alone. That's all I'm asking of you. That's all I want. And with that being said, there is one quick thing I want to clarify that I just realized I think I forgot to say. After the fall of Sunboost Games, that entire section, before the drama started with the expose and everything, actually no, it was with the expose, because here's the thing, his YouTube channel, he started making videos, this was, I'd say, slightly before the fall of Sunboost Games, this happened. He started making just random videos that had nothing to do with games, and he renamed himself to Sunboost Entertainment, which is why that's the account that's added in this video. I forgot to mention that, my bad, guys. But basically, don't want to be involved anymore. Please stop. And I'm not getting myself involved anymore, unless in some crazy scenario this becomes a really serious thing. But in reality, that's it. Now, I have here in my little video planner that I was gonna tease the next video that I was gonna make as a way to end this off more lighthearted, in a way. But unfortunately, I kind of can't do that. I realized after maybe 10 minutes of talking this video in the back of my mind that that video's nowhere near complete. I'm not gonna tease it. But what I will tease is, remember, guys, at the time of recording this video, I think we have, what, 8 to 9 days left until The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out, which, hey, that means another Let's Play. Honestly, I'm getting hyped for that one, not gonna lie. That's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I just wanted to say that to end this video on a more positive note. So hey, if y'all want to see that Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play, please like and subscribe. Turn on that bell, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah. Don't worry, though. I'm not gonna make drama videos after this, unless somehow this comes back up again. But overall, I'm not gonna make drama videos, okay? That's not what my channel's about. This is a one-time exception. And if it ever happens again, it'll be a second exception. But I'm not a drama channel. If you came here just to expect this content, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of recommend you leave, because this is not the type of content that I make. And so, hey, that's about it for this video. There's a lot of things to come for this channel. That is, of course, outside of this stupid drama that I'm no longer involved in starting from now. And, well, that's it. That's all I have to say. Hope you guys are hyped for the Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play. I know I am. That's going to be fire. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.